Okay. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each and everyone. Welcome to the International Free Webinar. Thank you for joining us for this wonderful evening. I am your host for tonight. My name is Rohamina P. Gapor, currently a teacher, editor, and a journal manager at St. Teresa International College, Thailand. It is my pleasure to be part of the Institute of Global Professionals. Before we begin our program, let me tell you about IGP since we have new participants tonight. So, the Institute of Global Professionals serves as a resource to students and the community, providing holistic work and education to create a competent generation. We have organized this webinar, training, offline, online courses from best and trained speakers, trainers from all over the world to create a best learning platform for all of you. Our mission is to empower people and improve their skills. We have already successfully completed the 113 webinar. Tonight, we are pleased to bring you the 114th webinar entitled Research and Mindset with three competent speakers, Miss Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu from United Kingdom, Dr. Chris Zita from the Philippines, and Dr. Muhammad H. Alakad from Malaysia. We expect that today's topic will help you to improve your personal and professional life. Okay, before that, I would like to introduce our first speaker or to give a little background about our first speaker. So, our first speaker has a tremendous amount of wisdom to share tonight. She inspires people worldwide with her personal story, and for many years, her passion has been inspiring, empowering, transforming lives and relationships for her clients. For her, she believes that mindset is everything. She believes that everyone can become successful in life. She also believes people can build deeper and health relationship with awareness of greater love and better understanding of oneself. Our speaker is the author of many published books such as Yes You Can series, Yes You Can, Yes You Can Mindset 101, Affirmation 101, Inspirational Nuggets of Wisdom, and the Love We Lost. And also, she is the co-author of Jesus Save Our Lives, Tough Road Creates Tough People, and Effect of COVID-19. And our first speaker is the award-winning author, entrepreneur, and she is a major in business and management, inspirational speaker, youth advisor, and mentor, and also a family and relationship mentor. Okay, so please everyone, don't forget to share this webinar. Comment your friends in the in the comment box below. And now, please help me welcome our first speaker from United Kingdom, Miss Elizabeth Lucas Afolalo. Ma'am, good evening.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning,
Yes.
wherever you've joined. I want to first of all say thank you very much for your wonderful introduction.
You
Thank
are
you.
welcome, ma'am. Mm.
Yes. And also want to
Okay.
seize this opportunity to thank the founder, the president, the and other organizer of this program for the Education, Institute of Global Professionals.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Mm. You are
It's,
welcome, ma'am.
it's wonderful to be in your midst. So let's
Yes.
start. Mindsets, like my introductors have said, we base on what you see, what you hear, what you listen to, what you read, what you observe, and finally, the association you surround yourself. Your network determines your network. Action is built on our mindset. So let me first of all um, congratulate you for this great event. And I want to say thank you very much for inviting me to come and share my inspirational nugget of wisdom. The topic before me is mindset for change. Yes, we all need our mindset to change. So gain knowledge and use wisdom is for everything. Information is costly and profitable. Wisdom, experience, and principles serve purpose in our lives. Wisdom is the principal thing, and all our getting, we get understanding. Because without understanding the knowledge that we've gained, the information that we acquired, we cannot go far. And that is why mindset is the storehouse of all the informations gathered. To make a change, knowledge is required. And to be fulfilled in life, wisdom is needed. Malcolm X said, and I quote, education is our password to our future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepares for it today. So consistent learning is the key to success. Teachers, educators, mentors, and parents can be praised and give credit to because they play an important role in our education system. President Barack Obama said, and I quote, change will not come if we wait for someone else or wait for some time. We are the ones we've been waiting for this change, and we have the change we are seeking for. So, me and you, every one of us, we are the one to make the change. First step to getting somewhere is to decide yourself that you are not going to stay where you are. Change is needed in or education or learning. However, without change mindset, there will be no change progress. Change will bring efficiency, fulfillment, satisfaction in lives. Mindset is everything. Like I said before, it is a powerhouse and a storage of wisdom. There are two types of mindsets. I think I need to let you know that. We have the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Carol Derrick explained it better, and I quote, these two mindsets can significantly affect your life and career. Fixed mindset creates a misguided absorption and can allow negative thought to stunt growth and aspiration. However, growth mindset will allow you to understand that intelligence isn't set at birth and you can enhance your abilities. Growth mindset is also allow you to achieve higher, learn better, create and see opportunities and perform well. Growth mindset is very powerful. So that is why I am sharing with you this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are, that knowledge is power. So keep learning. Learning is living. It is lifelong. Change mindset is also a lifelong learning. So let me quickly share with you 7 stages of growth mindset. Your words, the words that you listen to, the words that somebody else has spoken it and you listen to them. Then your beliefs. When you receive the word in any other form, you also believe. Either it is positive or negative. And then it becomes your thoughts. You start thinking about it, thinking negatively or positively. Then you take action. And it now becomes your habit, your lifestyle. Then you either increase your value with what is in your mindset or you reduce your value. So that is why it is very important today that we continue to share about our mindset. And that will lead you to your destiny. So let me ask you these important questions. Do you know who you are? How do you know who you are? Do you know your purpose on earth? How do you know that? Why are you doing what you are doing right now? To me, is to gain knowledge and also to share. Your purpose can be your passion and it can also be your aspiration, your wisdom, your dreams, your assignment, and your desire. So, the moment of truth here is what you hate or you dislike might be the area of your assignment or your purpose or your dream or your aspiration. It might be the problem you need to solve. What you dislike is the things that will attract your curiosity. And I believe that is why we are here this afternoon or this evening. Let me also share this moment of truth with you. Your failure is the sign that your place of your improvement or sign that you need to gain more knowledge and know it better. All the successful or influential people you've learned from or observed always develop themselves to become better. They failed several times, but keep learning. They keep becoming. They keep learning. Name them all. That is why mindset for change is very important. So I'm sharing with you because I want you to start thinking deeply. Doctors, presidents, prime ministers, leaders, entrepreneurs, educationists, failure is the beginning of progress for them. Every setback will turn to come back, especially during crisis and challenges of this pandemic that we are all facing. It shall be a comeback for us to be stronger, wiser, and be better. Failure will not stop you, nor limit you, because you have what it takes to progress in life. You have greatness in you to become, to achieve, to succeed, and to be fulfilled. And yes, you can. So to share more, to improve your performances is to keep learning. So we need to keep learning in order to improve And in order to change our mindset, changing our mindset requires us to keep learning in different forms. So to improve your performance is to keep learning. To make a change in this world is to keep learning. To stand out and put out of crowd and come out of crowd and comfort zone is to keep learning. To give back to the people that have done great things in your life. Sometimes we need to unlearn what we've learned, to relearn and to embrace new change. Let us talk more about negative and positive thoughts or mindsets. Negative thoughts processes negative habits that are caused by fixed mindset. Kick out negative habit to develop positive action that will lead you to career and success in life. It will also help you to acknowledge your weakness and embrace your mistakes and your imperfection. Growth mindset can help you to recognize your weakness and embrace your mistake. It can also help you to develop, to recognize and develop your new skills, to develop you, to develop even the gifts that you have in you that you haven't recognized. To achieve successful outcomes, you will need growth mindset and grow your confidence in whatever you are doing. Fixed mindset will make you to make the decision to stay still instead of advancing. Fixed mindset will also reduce you or limit you. So that is why we need to grow our mindset. We need to renew our mindset to embrace new change. This positive mindset sees failures as an opportunity. Yes. And that is why we are talking about this. Like we all looking at this pandemic, we are looking at the negativity. We are complaining to one another. We are blaming and complaining. But do you know that we can also turn this to positive? We can turn the situation around. We can see the goodness out of this pandemic. That is what positive mindset will do. You can unshaking yourself from negative and make more positive choices. Start developing your skills and enhancing your ability. These are the words that I want to share with you. And also, focus on learning rather than seeking the approval of others. Fast track your change of mindset by positive thinking and newfound skills. Yes, you can. I wrote a book about Yes, You Can, and it's all about my steps. It's all about my beginnings. It's all about what I was before to start up a journey of Yes, You Can. Whatever they have said to me that have held me back for many years, my families, my friends, my colleagues, teachers, name them all. They all continue to say you can't do this, you can't pass it, you can't succeed, you can't achieve. But when you change your mindset to positive mindset, then you see yourself in a different way. Then you challenge their opinions. Let me say this. Opinions of others doesn't count. But your action towards that opinions of others matters. So make use of the online training to develop yourself. Like we are here today to learn from one another so that we can progress. If we don't change our mindset, we won't be here. We believe that things can be better. We believe that we can make a change. We believe that we can do something greater than what we are doing. We believe that we can move the education to the next level. We believe that our organization can make it better. That is why we are here today and we are all sharing. From our mistakes, we learn. Trying again and accept it. That yes, we've made mistakes. Making mistakes is not the end of the world. But making that mistakes makes you to be stronger because you will learn from it. You will evaluate what went wrong and then you will do it better. Mistakes shouldn't be our problem. We shouldn't be afraid of making mistakes and we shouldn't be afraid of failure because this is just the beginning of success. The difference between good, bad result is often down to one thing: mindset. To succeed, mindset. To achieve, mindset. We all require our mindset to be changed. So growth mindset will allow you to grow big and push the boundary of your ideas to new level. And that is why I'm here today, to encourage, to inspire that no matter the situation you find yourself, no matter the challenges you are facing, you can turn it around. You can turn that situation around. You can change the situation. You are the change. You have the ability to change your situation. You have the ability to change yourself. And you have the ability to be happy. The power is in your hand. And yes, you can. There will be challenges and obstacles along the way. However, always remember that all these challenges, these failures, these mistakes, these adversities, this condition, they are not permanent. They are for you to grow and become better. And they challenge you to grow. So if you look at it that way, you will know that we are here to stand and make a change. The most important thing that you can do is to embrace a growth mindset. This is the mindset that will make you to make a change, that will allow you to dream big, push the boundary, and it will also make you to take risks and do what other people are afraid to do. Go to where people are afraid to go to. Those that are not afraid will go far. But if you let fear hold you back and disturb you, then you go nowhere. Then you will not grow. But let me put this to you. Learning is living. So the more you are living on this earth, you also need to be learning. Learning from yourself, from your mistakes, from your failures, and also learning from others. That is why we are here this afternoon. We need to learn from one another. A thirst for knowledge is something that can never be quenched and should be a lifetime quest. Said it by Angie Shimama. So discover what you are capable of and keep yourself in a growth mindset and be learning. There were a lot that I could have loved to share this afternoon, but I will let my other great speakers to continue sharing because we are here together to learn from one another. But before I round up, let me quickly say this. Let me share with you quickly the winning ways to help in your learning or in your mindset changing or achieving the change or achieving your goal. We have the dream, have a dream. You need to desire. You need to make a great decision in your life. Let me quickly say this thing about the decision. No decision is the wrong decision. As long as you make that decision to help yourself, it is a good decision. Then you need to determine. The reason why you need to determine is because you are going to face obstacles of life, because it's a journey. We are going to face challenges because we are human beings. And the only way for us to focus and carry on all the dreams and aspirations and learning and growing and developing ourselves to get better, the only way is when you determine. Determination will make you stronger because you will say to yourself every day, no matter the situation, I am moving forward. I am progressing, and yes, I can. So, how long do you retain this knowledge? This knowledge we gain from one another. Number one, have a journal. Study what you've learned. Observe others that are sharing. Observe how they are delivering. Cultivate the habit of reading. Ask questions, because when you ask questions, you get it better. You get understanding and you clarify what the speaker has said. Research more. There are so many new ideas out there that has not been discovered. But the more you research, the more you discover. And then network with others. Very important, because no one can be an island and a tree cannot be a forest. When we work together, associate together, connect together, collaborate together, then we can do the work better. So let me just say thank you very much for inviting me. This is Dr. Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu from the United Kingdom. I'm an inspirational speaker, award-winning author. I'm also a CEO and founder of Yes You Can International. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hello, Mom. What a wonderful and remarkable speech tonight or presentation tonight. Yes, Mom, you are correct that failure is not a hindrance to success. When we are determined, nothing is impossible, right? It is when we have a good mindset, when we know how to turn negative things into positive, we will become successful. And do not be
Yes.
afraid when you are failure, when you have failures. Learn, just keep on learning. Thank you so much, Mom, for that wonderful presentation tonight.
Thank, thank you
Okay,
so much.
so participants, our dear participants, please don't forget to share and mention your friends in our comment box. This is very a interesting topic tonight. Okay, so Mom, thank you so much.
Thank you.
The participants, please give thanks to Dr. Elizabeth Lucas Afolalu from United Kingdom.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You can stay, ma'am, if you want, because later our participants will ask a question.
Okay.
Okay, you can stay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker, Dr. Mohammed H. Alakad from Malaysia. Before that, please don't forget to share, tag, or comment your friends in the comment box because sharing we have to um we have to share this wonderful presentation that Dr. Elizabeth has shared to us tonight. Okay, so let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is a proficient assistant professor, senior interpreter, and researcher in translation and interpreting with more than 10,000 years of experience in international and bilingual settings. Currently, he is a senior lecturer and academic program manager of translation and interpreting and faculty research coordinator at the School of Education and Social Sciences at Management and Science University in Malaysia. He has appeared as an invited speaker and presenter in more than 30 international conferences and published several scientific papers, book chapters, worldwide. Besides, he sits on the editorial board of the International Journal of Applied Linguistic and Translation in USA and Cambridge Scholars Board of Language and Linguistics in United Kingdom. His research interests include translation and interpreting studies, CAT tools, linguistic, and language contact. So please help me welcome our very special guest, Good evening, sir. Sir Mohammed Alakad. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
yes, we can hear you, sir, but we cannot see you.
Can you see my cam? I am opening the cam.
No, sir. Sorry, we cannot see you. Turn on your camera. Okay, everyone, please don't forget to share and comment your friends in the comment box while waiting for our second speaker.
Can you see my camera?
I cannot, sir, but we can hear you clearly.
Unfortunately, I think something wrong with the camera. Can I close and join again?
Yes, okay, you can try, sir. Okay. Again, please, everyone, don't forget to share and tag your friends in the comment box or comment your friends in the comment box while waiting for our next speaker. Okay, let's wait. Okay, I think he has a problem. Okay, our dear participants, what have you learned from our first speaker? You can write it in our comment box while waiting for our second speaker. What have you learned from our first speaker? Okay, according to Joseph Emmanuel de Guzman, our mindset determines whether we succeed or not. That's true. Okay, and according to Manolita, the way to change your mindset and make a changes that stuck is to consciously do the exact same thing, reprogram yourself to act differently. Yes, that's true, mom. Yes, according to Nobes Pink, knowledge is powerful, so keeps on learning. Yes, that's true. And Emil, according to Emil, I learned that change begins in the mind. Yes, of course. Yeah. And according to Maria, our results depend on our own mindset. Yes, wonderful. Yes, you're true, Balkis. Knowledge is power. And Rachel, growth mindset. Positive mindset will lead you to success. That is according to Agnes. So I think our second speaker is ready. Thank you so much, dear participant. Thank you so much for your active participation, my dear audience. Okay, so Dr. Mohammed, we can see you now. Do you have presentation? You can present it now. So, dear participants, please help me welcome our next speaker, Dr. Mohammed Alakad from
Yeah,
Malaysia.
thank you so much, and sorry for the technical issue.
Sir,
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear it, sir. Okay.
Okay, very good. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, sir. Wonderful. We can see it, sir.
Okay, very good. So for today, our topic is the selection criteria for Scopus free journals. Selection criteria for Scopus free journals. So in order to start publishing, I think here was a typo. Okay. So normally, in order to start publishing, most of the student, either postgraduate student or sometime postdoc student, they need to publish, and they are required by the university or educational higher institutions to publish in Scopus journals. So what is Scopus journals, and what is the difference between Scopus and peer-reviewed journals and ISI journals? So we have many terms and we have many definitions. So we need to understand what is a Scopus journals and what are the requirements for a Scopus journal and how can we publish in the Scopus journals. So today we are going to handle the criteria of selection in order to publish in free Scopus journals. So first of all, we need to understand what is a Scopus. Scopus is the number one abstract and citation database of peer-reviewed journals, which contains more than 70 million items. For example, like scientific articles, research conferences and conference procedure or conference proceedings, books, chapters, lecture note, and books, and so many other items. Most of these are academic items. Most of the journals indexed by Scopus are paid journals. However, there are only few journals that can publish articles for free or sometimes with a minimal costing. In this presentation, we are going to find out the list of free index Scopus journals and how can we find and know whether is it authentic, genuine Scopus journals or a predatory Scopus journals. So maybe some of you or some of the junior researchers, they didn't hear about what is a predatory Scopus journals. Most of the Scopus journals nowadays, especially on the social media, their age is below than 1 year or 2 years. Maximum is 5 years, meaning that this journal has just been created 3 or 2 years back. Most of these journals, they start putting the logo of Scopus journals, index journals, Elsevier journals, Routledge journals. However, most of them, they are just what we can say commercial driven journals. They are looking for your money. They are not looking for publication. Because of that, you can see sometimes they are writing on their journals or in their website, fast publication, fast track publication, within 24 hours, within 2 days, within 1 week, your article will be published in Scopus, which this is a kind of impossible to happen with genuine journals, with genuine Scopus index journals. It's impossible to happen. Minimum for genuine Scopus, minimum between 2 to 3 months. This is the minimum. And the maximum can reach sometime more than 1 year. More than 1 year in order to wait until to get your first reply from the reviewer. Yes, that's right for Scopus journals. So it's not impossible, and also it's not easy to publish. We can say it's average, it's mild, not very difficult and not very easy. You can publish, but you need to understand the criteria correctly. You need to understand the formatting that requested by the journals. From journal to journal, there is totally different formatting. There is totally different criteria from journal to journal. Okay. Then in terms of publication, we have to understand these two main divisions of publication, or these two main branches of publication, in order to identify what are the direction we need to go in. Either open access journals, which we call it OA journals, open access, or closed access traditional journals. So what is open access? Open access journals, it means you need to pay article processing fees. What we normally and usually see it on the journal website, they call it as APC, article processing charges. And your article will be available online for free, but you need to pay processing charges for it. Anyone can see and download and cite your article for free. This is the open access one. So what is the closed access? Closed access, this means it's a closed. No one can access it unless he made subscription to this journal. Or sometimes it's not individual subscription, it's institutional subscription, meaning that not only you need to do subscription, however, your university, the library of your university, they need to purchase subscription, which not cheap. It's very pricey. It can reach maybe around 50 to 60, sometimes 200 USD, 100,000 USD, 100,000 USD per subscription per year, in order for the university to have subscription with 1 or 2 journals, Scopus or ISI journals. So it costs a lot of money for the university, and most of the government, they have to pay for it. Otherwise, they can't subscribe to such journals. They have individual, but not all closed access, they have individual. Individual meaning that they allow some authors to purchase or to subscribe. You can purchase the article, for example, maybe $100 or 200 or $500. You can purchase the article. So you have a subscription for a few articles, or sometimes could be for one article. But for the university, it's totally different. It's what we call it institutional subscription. So if you choose a closed access option or a closed access journals, meaning that your paper will be available only to those who have subscription to these journals, as we mentioned just now. Only your abstract will be available for free in their website. In this journal website, your article, your abstract only will be available. So if the reader, he need to read more about your paper from your abstract. He reach your abstract, but he need to read more, then he need to subscribe. He need to purchase, or you need to go to your university and ask them whether they have access to it or not. Even you cannot post the paper on your site. Meaning, for example, ResearchGate, for example, academia, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you publish in a closed access journal, you are not allowed to publish your article on the social media. Otherwise, you will be what we call the website or the journal website. They are going to claim for it against you, or you will be suing against that. Because before you publish your article in a closed access journal, you need to sign a contract. That means you are not allowed to share your paper anywhere unless you have a written consent form from the journal itself. So this is a kind of very strict requirement for publishing with the closed access journals. Some example of closed access journals, for example, Routledge publication, Harvard University Press, what we can say also Cambridge University Press, Oxford University, all these kind of British, American, Western university, they have a closed access. Making that choice. So here, what you need to do is you need to start making your choice. Whether you need to publish with open access or traditional journals, what we call closed access journals. You have to keep in your mind these 4 factors to consider when you're deciding between an open access or traditional journals. First, visibility. Publishing your article in open access journal, meaning that it will be open for all. Anyone can cite your paper, and the more people they can access your paper for free, the more you will get citation. The more your paper will get high reputation, high index factors, because there is a kind of a trend of interest against your paper. Many people around the world, they are considering your paper, they are citing your paper, they are mentioning your paper in their researches or in their PhD thesis or dissertations or whatever. This is because it's available for free, it's open access. This is one of the most important you need to consider. Publishing your article with open access journal, it gives you more people are likely to see it simply because more people will be able to access it and cite your journals. Indeed, one study showed that full text downloads of open access journals were 89% higher, almost 90% higher than closed access, which with the closed access, just 23%. The percentage of people who might see and download and cite your paper in closed access, only 23%. However, in open access, 90%. So the more you publish with open access, the more you will get citation, the more you will get high reputation, and many other things, many other benefits also. Costing. Both traditional and open access journals may charge a small fee at the time of submission to cover the editorial board or the editorial fees and peer-reviewed related costs as well. The difference arises in the post-acceptance fees, meaning that most of the journals, they are accepting your paper for free. They are asking you to submit your paper for free, and they will not ask you for any charges until you get acceptance or rejection. If you get rejection, then it's fair. You take your paper, you publish it elsewhere. But if you get acceptance, then before you publish it with them, they will ask you, now your paper has been accepted, but there is a kind of processing charges fees, which will cost, for example, 200 to 300, sometimes 500 USD. If you want to pay, we are going to publish it. If not, so you can withdraw your paper and publish it elsewhere. Point two, which is traditional journals, which we normally call closed access journals, commonly charge per page. For example, often like the prices often range from 100 to 250 USD for each page. For each page, some of them they might charge like around around $50 or $60 or $20. It depends on the journal and it depends on the high impact factor of that journal. Some also journals, they are concerning about color pages. If you are going to print color or black and white, because there will be totally different charges. Some journals also, they are asking about charts, table, figures. If your paper include charts or figures or tables, then they're going to be additional charges for publication. However, for open access journals, typically the charge is a flat rate, which is what we can call article processing charge that can range from $8 to as much as 5,000. But normally 5,000, it's very, very rare to get journal asking for 5,000 or such price. Normally started from $8 to 100 to from $8 to 100 or to 200. Maximum can reach 200. In some cases, when authors genuinely do not have the means to pay publication fees, they can apply for full or partial waivers, depending on their financial capability. Meaning that sometimes the university can support the student or the researcher to publish, or if you can declare that you don't have any source of fund from your university or your institution, sometimes the journal itself can give waiver, like around 20 or 30, or sometimes can reach 50% waiving of fees. Prestige, which is very important factor. Some researchers are more reticent to publish in open access journals because they may not be as well as known as some of the large, more well-established journals. So that's true indeed. Some researchers, they prefer to publish with open access because it's very easy to access and can get citation with many or by many scholars. Indeed, the most common reason is cited by science and the humanities, social sciences author for deciding not to publish in open access journal is related to concerns that about the perceived quality of open access journals. So meaning that, of course, the quality of published paper in the closed access journals is, we can say, around 60 to 70% higher than open access journals. The quality is 60 to 70% higher than open access journals. Because of that, most of the well-known researchers or scholars, you can find them published in closed access journals. Of course, they are not paying by their own money, but they are paying by university or higher education institution grants or funds. Because of that, they don't care about the money. The university are paying for them. Sometimes for one paper, to publish one paper in a closed access Scopus journal, they have to pay around 2,000 or 3,000 USD for one paper. But it's fine for them because they are not going to pay for it. The university who's going to pay. And normally, most of those scholars, they are publishing based on the projects. So they have a project for 1 or 2 years, and during the project, they need to publish a few journals. A few articles. And this project sometimes can cost 2 or 3 or 400 USD. The project, it costs 3 or 400 USD. So publishing 1 or 2 or even 5 papers is nothing out of 2 or 300 USD, 300,000, I mean. So it's important to note that many open access journals are new and have not yet received their first impact factors. Yes, because they are open access. And of course, they need to wait for several volumes in order to get accredited for high impact factors by Scopus or by SI. So they need to wait for a very long time. Sometimes can like range between 5 to 7 to 10 years. They need to wait until they get cited with high impact factors. So for example, in 2013, 179 out of 500 open access journals published by Springer were given an index factor or impact factor. So 500 journals that were published by Springer, which is one of the most authentic and genuine source for Scopus and ISI journals, 500 of their journals, only 179 journals were indexed for impact factors. So it's not easy to get high impact factors or even to get just normal impact factor. You need to keep publishing hundreds of volumes in order to get such impact factor. Speed, which is very important as well. A survey related that approximately 65 to 70% of science authors consider the speed from the acceptance to publication to be very important. From the step you get the acceptance until the step your paper get published. So from the step you get acceptance, not from the step you send your article to the journal, because from the date you send your article to the journal, it varies, meaning that sometimes can take few months, 5, 6, 7 months, sometimes can take 1 year, sometimes it may take 2 years for the journal to reply to you. 2 years. So you need to be on the waiting list for 2 years until the journal reply to you and give you the reviewer comment. So here we are not speaking about from the what we can say from the submission. We are speaking about from the acceptance date until you get published. Some journals, they need 5 to 6 to 7 months to publish your paper after it get accepted. So let's say today my paper get accepted. In order to be published, they need 5 or 6 months to publish my paper, to make it online on their website. They need 5 months. Some journals, they might even need more than that. So for researchers, this is very important. The speed, this kind of speed from acceptance to publication is very important, or quite important when deciding which journal to publish in. While approximately 80 to 85% of these authors believe that the speed from submission to first decision until you get the first decision or the first reply, it plays a very important or quite important role in their decision of where to publish. So some authors, they are looking which journals reply fast. Some authors, they are looking which journal publish fast, not reply fast, publish faster. So the decision, it may vary between author to author. Publishing in any peer-reviewed journal will always entail some degrees of delay from submission to acceptance and finally to publication. This is especially problematic in the clinical science, of course, as the publication of result lags behind the trial completion by a median of 21 months. Such a delay in the release of new data can have many negative consequences for patients awaiting a new therapist, meaning that in terms of medicine or clinical medicine, this is very critical and this is very dangerous. Sometimes, for example, let's say for COVID-19, some of the authors, they found medicine for it, or they found solution for COVID-19, they found cure for it. In order to publish their cure, they need to wait 21 months in order to publish their cure. Why? Because the journal itself, they won't consider their paper unless they have to wait 21 months in order to be authentic and proved evidence for such disease. So this is also very critical. Okay, give me a few seconds, please. Let me I open my laptop because I think it went out of battery.
Let's wait Dr. Mohammed. He has to charge his computer. So I think this topic is very interesting. Everyone can relate on it, right? Mhm. So please don't forget to share and tag your friends or comment your friends in the comment box or in the comment section. Okay, while waiting for our speaker, Dr. Mohammed. Okay, let's wait. So the question, class, the final research report where a discussion of findings and limitation is presented is the easiest part of a researcher. Is that true or false? Okay, the final research report. True or false? Okay, I think is here. So I think now you know the difference between open access versus traditional journal or closed journals. So if you want to publish your paper, you have to consider or you have to remember the four components: the visibility, cost, prestige, and speed. Okay. Not yet there. Hello, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
hello?
Okay, sir, we can hear you and we can see you also.
Can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Sorry for interruption for the technical issue. Yeah, there we go. So this is very critical, especially for the clinical medicine, as we mentioned. It's very, very important. So the time from the date of submission until the paper get published, or from the paper get accepted until it get published, it's very, very important. Not for social sciences, but for science, especially for clinical medicines. Imagine like we are during COVID-19 and they find a cure for coronavirus. These authors who find that cure, they can't publish their proofs or their medicine or their cure until they need to wait 21 months. So this is very important. Why they have to wait such long duration? In order to repeat and to do many trials and to wait other authors from around the world to publish similar findings and to make sure these findings for those researchers is genuine. So this is very important because like they can't publish it just very fast or on fast track. It's very serious. Also, on the other side, it's very serious because some researcher or some patient, they might read these evidences or these findings and try applying it, which may harm some people. Because of that, it's very serious for such journals to publish, especially for closed access journals, not for open access. So Here we have some of the most important factors that you need to consider, which normally call the criteria of selection. You need to consider when you want to publish your article. First, publishing duration. How long this journal will take to publish your article. Few months, 1 or 2 years, or even a few years. Quality. Is it Scopus or CSI or ISI? What is the quality? The more higher quality, the longer the duration of publication will be. And the more higher quality also, the more tough will be the process of peer reviewing and the process of replying to your responses. It's going to take a long duration, and also you need to do many changes, many corrections if you are going to publish for ISI or CSI. This doesn't mean for Scopus no need to do correction. You have to do correction. Sometimes 2 or 3 times you need to do correction based on the reviewer who are reviewing your article. Formatting guidelines. This is very essential. For example, if you send to one journal your paper without following their format, they might reject your paper directly without forwarding your paper to the reviewer. Directly, they will reject your paper because it's not following the guidelines or the formatting style of that journal. Even sometimes, one of the most important aspects you need to consider when you want to publish your or send your paper for publication, you have to consider the scope, or the scope, or what we can say, the area you are going to publish. For example, you can't publish an article about linguistic or applied linguistic in engineering journal or business management journal. It's out of scope. Directly you will get rejected. Sometime, if the author, if the editorial board member, they are quite honest and they have some free time, they can reply to you during 1 week, 1 or 2 weeks. They can reply to you and say, sorry, your paper is rejected due to it's out of scope. However, some busy board members, they might take a few months, 5, 6, 7 months even. After 7 months waiting, they will reply to you, sorry, your paper was rejected due to it's out of scope. Imagine after 7 months, they reply to you and they say out of scope. So you wasted all this long duration because you are not considering the criteria at the first point. You didn't look to the journal itself, to the journal website. You didn't read whether your paper scope can fit under the journal scope or not. You didn't do the formatting. You didn't follow the style. All these things, if you didn't follow, can cost you a lot of time. Article processing charges. Before you send your paper for any journal, whether free or paid journal, you need to look on the website of that journal. Is it free? Is it paid or not? And if it's paid, how much? Is there any hidden fees or not? Some paper, they said it's free. But when you get the acceptance, they will say, okay, now we have we have publication fee, which is different from submission fee. Submission fee we don't have, but acceptance or publication fee could range from 200 to 300 USD. Sometimes can reach 500. So you need to understand all these things before sending your article to such journals. Most of these journals who's having hidden fees, most of them, I can't say for all of them 100%, but at least 70% of them, they are predatory journals, meaning that commercial or financial or money-driven journal. They are not the Scopus, they are just looking for your money. They are not the Scopus. Don't be bluffed by the logos or the signs of Scopus, the signs of ISI on their website. Mostly it's fake. They are just copying any sign or any image of Scopus and base it on their website. Does this make them eligible for Scopus? Of course not. So you have to understand that we are in 21st century. Everything becomes very easy to cheat, very easy to bluff someone. So you have to be knowledgeable. The internet is in front of you. Just copy the name of that journal, put it on Scopus database, and check whether it is Scopus index or not. It won't take from you more than 1 minute. 1 minute you can find whether this paper or this journal, is it genuine Scopus or not? It's very easy. Better than sending your paper to them, waiting a few months, later they will tell you your paper has been accepted. Big congratulations for you, it's accepted in Scopus. Then you have to pay 500. After you pay 500, you inform your supervisor or your university. They check the website, they found it's predatory. So you have been cheated with such a big amount of money. So you have to be aware of many of these things. Acceptance rate is also one of the most important factors. So you need to understand and you need to know before submitting your paper to such journal, how long my paper will get reply, for example, when I will get my first reply. Normally, most of the genuine journals, they write on their website, for example, acceptance rate between 2 to 3 months. Between 2 to 3 months. If below than 1 month, for 100%, it's fake. It's not genuine, it's not authentic Scopus. It's fake journal. When I say it's fake journal, meaning that it's not just a kind of fake by the meaning of fake. No, it's journal, but it's not indexed by any kind of citation. Maybe it's indexed by Google, because to index your journal by Google, it's very free. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost even $1. It doesn't cost you. Just you need to go to Google Scholar, create account for the journal that you have owned. That's all. Then once you get your paper published, the author published paper, you can just upload it to Scopus, Google Scholar. Then it's free of charge. Anyone can do that. But this is not the case. The case is I need my paper to be published under Scopus, not under Google Scholar. A plagiarism is very important. Nowadays, maybe some of you can notice, you can see the same name of a Scopus journal, the same name, the same website, the same serial number of the journal, everything exactly the same. However, this is authentic and that one is not authentic. This is a Scopus index, that one is fake, not Scopus index. The website is the same. So they have 100% duplication. 100% duplication. Exactly, everything the same. But only one or very minor mistake you can find in the website. Minor mistake. They can change sometimes one letter in the website, or they can add 1 dot, 1 comma in the website. This is the big change between the two. This is authentic, this is not authentic. Because of that, sometimes when you copy the name of the article with the name of the journal, you put it in Scopus, it's a Scopus. You take the serial number of the journal, it's a Scopus. But the website is not the Scopus. The website you are going to send your paper to submit your paper to is not the Scopus. It's fake. It's duplication for genuine Scopus journal. So meaning that they are going just to steal your money for nothing. And your paper will never be published under Scopus. This is very important. Most of the journals nowadays start following this trend, because such a trend, it's not easy to find, and it's not easy to differentiate, especially for junior researchers who are just newly joined the area of research and publication and development. So they have just finished their master or PhD, and they don't have any idea about Scopus publication. They just want to publish in any Scopus. So those kind of people, they can betray them. They can cheat them easily because of such duplication of that website. This is one of the terms of plagiarism you need to understand. This is a very huge concept of plagiarism raised behind the journal website itself, not copying the journal name, but copying the whole website. Journal theme. This is very critical also. As we mentioned before, you need to look to the scope of journal before sending your paper for publication or submission to such journal. Scope of expertise or scope of the journal, this is very important. Many, like just last week, because I'm working as editorial board in one of the Scopus index journals. Normally, we get like the percentage of rejection between 50 to 60% just for those who are out of scope. 50 to 60%. Imagine this big number of rejection just because out of scope, meaning that such authors, they never check the journal website. They just submit. They just write the abstract, write the paper, and just they want to send it anywhere. Just they want to submit it. They never even care to look to the journal website to find is it fitting their paper or not? Is it suiting their title or not? They don't have time to do that. They just want to publish. Because of that, most of them get rejected. This is very important. This is one of the most authentic sources to find whether this journal is authentic Scopus or not. If you look, this is a kind of a screenshot from a Scopus website itself. The name of the website is scopus.com. Scopus.com. If you search online, you will find you will find hundreds of websites. They are saying Scopus journals, Scopus list, so many other names. Most of them are fake. They just want to cheat you. Most of them. This is the genuine website. It's scopus.com without any dot or without anything, without any dash, without any other words. Only scopus.com. scopus.com. So how to check? First of all, once you open this website, you have the choice whether you want to create your account. On the left side of the website, you can see create account. If you are new to this website, you can create your account. If you have already your account, you can just sign in or log in. If you are looking for a journal website, a journal, so you found or you want to publish with a journal, your area, let's say medicine or a clinical medicine, you want to publish in a clinical medicine journal. So you need to find a clinical medicine journal. You can, in the first page, without creating your account, if you see here, you can see the green font with yellow. I just made it yellow. You can see that it checks Scopus access. If you click here on this link, it will pop up a short area of search. You need to do the search there. You need to do search, meaning that you need to search with the journal name. You just copy the journal name from wherever you have it. Just paste it here and click search. And if you don't have the journal name, you want to write your own journal name. You want to search for example, about linguistics. I want to search about engineering. And I can write here engineering, linguistic, whatever title, whatever name, whatever topic, and search for it. He will give me a long list of journals. All of these journals are Scopus index because this is the database of Scopus. This is the genuine database of Scopus. Number two, if you are looking for content coverage guide, there is a clear and long guide for content coverage. What are the paper that Scopus can cover? This is not for you. This is for the people who are owning some journals. Some people they are owning some journal. For example, he has 2 or 3 journals, some university department, they need to do that, but not for authors. For authors, you can go down to the yellow highlight font, which is a Scopus source list. Once you click on this Scopus source list, it will automatically download an Excel sheet with more than 1,000 or even 2,000 journals from around the world. Most of these journals, you can find a very long list. Most of these journals, either active journals, active Scopus index, or inactive. Active Scopus index, meaning that this journal is still active, still under Scopus. Inactive, meaning that this journal, it was active before, but now it no more under Scopus. It disconnected with the Scopus, meaning that it's no more a Scopus. If you need to publish, your publication will not be considered as a Scopus because it's inactive. So you need to look for active journals. Then if you go down, you will find book title list. If you need to look for a book title or whatever. Then last, which is highlighted by yellow, Scopus disconnected list. If you need to look for the disconnected list, meaning that the journals that were connected were available under Scopus last year or last month, but now no more under Scopus for several reasons. So you just click on that link and automatically download. Excel sheet will be downloaded for you. You can also open the Excel sheet and read hundreds, thousands of journals that are disconnected with the Scopus, meaning that they are no more with the Scopus. However, most of the predatory journals, they are claiming they are Scopus, but they are really not the Scopus. You can't find them here because the Scopus itself does not recognize them at the first place. Because of that, you can't find their names here. So any journal, you cannot find their name in the Scopus source list file or in the Scopus disconnected list file. You need to ignore such journal, meaning that it's fake. It's not with the Scopus. It's commercial journal. Here I have listed some free Scopus journals, only a few, but later on you can see there are many. So free Scopus journals. The screen is moving. Let me just stop that. Okay. Why it's keep moving? Okay. The free Scopus journals. This is only a few of the free Scopus journals in terms of language, linguistic, and teaching education. So Journal of Language, Identity, and Education. Journal of Language, Identity, and Education. I don't know why it keeps changing. Okay. I think if we do this, you are able to see. Let me try to share it once again. Yes, okay. So here's a few list of free Scopus journals. Can you see? Screen sharing. Can you see my screen? Yes, okay, very good. Yes, yes, okay. So here's the journals, free Scopus journals. First, we have the Journal of Language, Identity, and Education. Kimanusian Journal, which is the ASEAN Journal of Humanities, ASEAN Journal of Humanities. The International Journal of Humanities and Arts Computing, Journal of Research in Applied Linguistics, Vigo International Journal of Applied Linguistics. So all these journals are free. It doesn't require any pence for publication. So ASEAN Citation Index, this is one of the authentic websites that allows you to check whether this kind of journal is it a Scopus index or not. It also allows you to check whether this journal is it under my site or not. My site, which is a kind of Malaysian citation index, Malaysian citation index. But normally we use it for checking whether such journal is it under Scopus index or not. So this is the website itself. From here you can check the title and you can see whether this article or this journal is it under the Scopus index or not. From here you can check. Also, they have a kind of what we call classification. You can classify by country. You can look for the journal by country. For example, I want to look for Laos, or I want to look for Cambodia, I want to look for Thailand, Singapore. I click by the country, I can see all the journals published or under Scopus in Malaysia, all the journals under Scopus in Cambodia, all the journals under Scopus in Thailand, and so on. Also, they can show you the published articles. You can see the published articles. You can cite it. It's free of charge because they have a connection with the Scopus. They have subscription with the Scopus. So you can download articles for free. And you can look also for genuine Scopus index. This is also the how you can do the search. If you want to search for article or you want to search for certain title, you can also search by year. You can select the year. You can search by the year. You can search by the name. You can search by the country. There are many criteria or classification for selection. You can also check for the title of the paper that has been published, and you see how many citation this paper has gotten. So you can see how many citation. You can see how many reader for such papers. For example, if you published your paper, you can see how many readers have read your paper. How many citation has you got from this website. So this is a kind of very interesting and new website. So here we have the list of a free Scopus journals. These are most of the trusted Scopus website. First, in order to look for the journal, is it Scopus index or not? These are the first three websites. ASEAN Citation Index, ASEAN Citation Index. This is the first one. Let me try to stop the transmission. Okay, no transmission. I try to stop the transmission. Though then we can start doing this. Okay. Yes, from here we can see. I think it will be easily without transmission. So a list of free Scopus journals. First, we have the trusted Scopus website. We have ASEAN Citation Index in order to check whether the journal is it Scopus index or genuine Scopus index or not. The other website is a Scopus website, Scopus as we just explained. Then we have a Chimago website, which I think most of you have heard about it. This is a Chimago website. You can just easily open the website and you will find a place for searching to do the search. You just put write the journal name and click search. it will come to you whether this journal is a Scopus index or disconnected with the Scopus. Potentially predatory scholarly open access publisher. So this is one of the most important websites. I think here we have a typo. Here we have a typo. This is supposed not to be here. This is supposed to be here. Because those are the free. Those are the free journals. This is the predatory list, meaning that this is a predatory, or what we can say here, potentially predatory scholarly open access publisher. This is what we call it BEL list, BELPEA list.net, BEL's list. This is a kind of a voluntarily researcher. He create 100 of journals that are predatory or money or financial or commercially driven journals. They are just looking for money. They are never been authentic. They are never been in contact with the Scopus or with any other genuine index citation. Just commercial, just money-driven journals. So this author or this researcher, he's doing a voluntarily work. I think since 2010, or maybe even before that, he's doing voluntarily work. He's collecting all the predatory or the expected suspicious predatory journals. He's listing them in his website. You can open the website and look. Before submitting your article to any journal, please check the title of your article in this BEL list. If you can't find the article or the name, the name of your journal under BEL list website, means it's a predatory. You have to ignore it and you have to forget such journal. You need to look for another journal. This is a kind of authentic and genuine resource to find whether this journal is a predatory journal or genuine journal. Here we have also some free Scopus index journals. This website provided hundreds of free Scopus index journals, Indian Scopus index journals. Also, this is the website name, scopusjournals.info. This is the website name. It's authentic website. It provides around, we can say, 99 to 100% authentic, genuine Scopus index journals. Then we have another website, Scopus Preview, which is the same Scopus journal as I mentioned to you just now. This is the Scopus journal, scopus.com. If you click there, you can find down. You need to go down. You can click on the link as I highlighted before. You can download the Excel sheet of all Scopus journals. So that one is one source, and here we have another two sources: Scopus Index Journal and Indian Scopus Index journals. Also, these three websites have several journals, which we can say hundreds of genuine Scopus journals. These are three websites. But if you need to check whether this journal is it a Scopus index or not, you can refer to the first three links or three websites, which is a trusted Scopus website: ASEAN, Scopus, Chimago. This one to check whether this journal is it trusted or not, under Scopus or not. But if you need a free Scopus index journal, you need also to go for the last three links and find the journal you wish to publish. Also, if you are skeptical about the journal, you can just copy the name of the journal and go to Chimago, go to Scopus journal, and check the name there. Is it really there or not? Just to make sure you are 100% correct. So that's all for today. and wish you all the best.
Sir, what a wonderful and excellent presentation. Oh
My
my
pleasure.
God, we'll learn a lot from your presentation, sir. You know, as a journal manager, I learned from your presentation. I learned a lot, you know,
It's my
because
pleasure.
yeah, it's being a journal manager is a tough work, you know, and through your presentation, my mind is open from the problem happening in the journal between the open access journal and the traditional journal. So as you mentioned, we have to when the author publish a research, he or she has to consider publishing duration, quality scope, quality, formatting guidelines, article processing, acceptance rate, plagiarism, and of course, the journal theme. And all of those are very important, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and expertise in this webinar. So, sir, I think our participants really like your presentation. So, can you stay at least, if it's okay, because I think they have a question. Is it okay for you to stay at least only 10 to 15 minutes?
Okay. And
Okay, okay.
if you need also like the PDF file of my presentation, I can share it with you later on.
Wow, that's great, sir. Thank you so much for your kind um for your kind sharing, or your sharing your good or your expertise, your knowledge in this wonderful webinar. So, dear participants, please write your question in the comment section, and our speaker, Dr. Mohammed, will going to answer your question. So please write your question now, and then later on we will have our quiz competition. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, participants, you can write your comment in or your question in the comment section. And I would like to announce you a very important event that IGP will be going to conduct. But I hope everything will be okay. So the IGP will going to set a CPD in the end of June. If everything will be okay, the IGP will set CPD in every certificates that we have. Like for example, the quiz competition, lifetime membership certificate, global professional certificate, and also international webinar certificate. So keep on touch. Please keep joining us in every session of our webinar. I hope everything will be okay. Then the IGP will set CPD to all the participants. Okay. So please write your comments or write your question in the comment box. Where is Sir Mohammed? Okay. Sir Showman. Okay. Just wait. Okay, I am going to read questions. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable time to us. Mm. Okay, please write your question in the comment section, and Dr. Mohammed will going to answer it. Okay. What a very nice presentation. Okay. Please drop your question, participants, mm, or write your question in the comment box. Okay, sir, are you there? Dr. Mohammed? Dr. Mohammed, are you there? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, hello.
Yes, yes. Okay, sir. So we have question from Manolita Ramas Oligo. Okay. For Dr. Alagad, do you think that the internet will ever evolve in a way that it can establish itself as an authoritative research source? And if yes, how do you think it will be able to do so?
Okay, very, very significant question. You mean that
Yeah.
internet itself, it would be a
Mm-hmm.
kind of alternative for publication.
Mm-hmm.
For example, anyone can publish his own paper without,
Mm-hmm.
for example, being indexed by Scopus or by SI or whatever kind of database, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
very good.
so okay. So I hope I hope Manolita, we answer your question. Okay,
Okay.
next question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. My reply to the first question, I don't think so. Because if we are going to depend on the internet itself, meaning that I will be publishing my paper, you are going to publish your paper, my son, he is going to publish whatever paper he has written. So meaning that most of the paper, most of them won't be authentic, won't be genuine. The finding will be fake findings because the student who's still under diploma, who's still under bachelor, most of their finding is not a mature finding. They will be able to publish it without any kind of control or quality control on such a quality in order to make sure their findings, their methodology, their result is genuine result, genuine finding, not a plagiarism or plagiarized from other researchers. It's very easy to publish on the internet. You can publish everywhere, but most of the universities will not recognize it because it's just a
Mm-hmm.
kind of paper publication, but it's still not recognized by most of the reputable universities. Because of that,
Yeah.
nowadays, if you want to go to any university to get employment or to get job in any university, the first question they will ask you, how many publication you have. After the first question, how many Scopus and ISI index?
Yes, yes, yes. That's
Because
true, sir.
Scopus and ISI index, they are controlling the quality of your paper to make sure if your paper in low quality, it's very rare to get published under Scopus, and it's impossible to get published under ISI.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Okay.
we
So,
still need to go with ISI Scopus, but it doesn't mean ISI or Scopus itself. Maybe in the next years we can see other companies, not ISI, not Scopus, maybe other companies with totally different name, with totally different way of quality control.
yes, sir. Oh, that's great, sir. What a wonderful answer, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, sir, from Asabu. Is it possible to publish again if we got our papers published under predatory journals?
Okay, meaning that if I publish under a predatory journal and I don't know this is predatory, after I got my paper published, can I publish it in another genuine Scopus? Unfortunately, no.
No.
Since your paper has been published on the internet, has been
Mm,
accessed Open access, no, you can't publish it again.
Yeah, it will show plagiarism
Yes.
100%. So
Yes.
automatically reject. Yes, the journal will going to reject your paper. So make sure you have published the unpublished research, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So thank you so much. I hope we answer your question. Okay, next question, sir. There are people paying website just to publish their articles. Are these sites authentic?
Some of the authors, they are paying for website to publish their
Yes.
papers. Yes, very good. And this is very common. You can find it everywhere.
Yes. Mm.
Okay. We can say maybe around 20 to 30% of these journals are authentic. 20 to 30%. So the rest 70% or 80% are predatory journals.
Okay.
This means that the Scopus index journals sometimes also they are asking for money. It's not free because, as we mentioned in the presentation just now, not all Scopus is free. Some of them are
Yes.
free, some of them are paid. You need to pay.
Mm. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Clear, sir. Very clear. Just like when I published my paper, I paid 300 USD.
Yes.
Okay, so next question, sir. How to know if the website is authentic to publish our journals from IB Salvador?
Okay. First of all,
Mm.
you need to. This is a kind of. I know the answer very easy, but I don't know how to explain it. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
sir.
First of all, in order to make sure whether this website is genuine website or not. By the way, this my answer doesn't go for only Scopus and non-Scopus. It goes for hundreds of other websites. For example, for visa to Canada, visa to US, all other visa or immigration websites. Some of these websites are fake. How to make sure this website is not fake? For example, some website they might send you invitation for Canada. They told you I have secured your visa for Canada. Just you need to pay 2,000 USD. And the
Mm.
website, everything is genuine. Everything looks perfect.
Mm.
But by one way, if you follow this way, you can find this website. This website, is it really genuine website or just for show only?
Mm.
What you need to do?
Yes.
You need to go. You need to open Google. In the search of Google, you need to write only one word. Who is? Who is? WHOIS. Who's?
Yes,
One
you
word.
have to really look. Mm-mm.
Yes, only one word. Who's? You will find some of these websites. Open the website. Open. I forget the real website name. I think who's.net. I think yeah, the website name is who's.net. Open that website. Put the link, or then yeah, you need to put the link of that website. You think it's predatory. You need to put the link. It will give you all the hidden details for this website.
Mm.
From these
Okay.
details, you can
Oh,
track the website. Is it, for example, from South Africa? Is it from India? Is it from Cambodia? For example, it's if the website is Scopus index, and on the website, in the website itself, when you click the contact us, he will say we are in Cambridge, or he will say we are in UK.
mm.
when you
Mm-mm.
look when you look in whose website, you find the details of the website is in Bangalore, India, or you can find it in Cape Town, South Africa,
Um,
meaning that this website is fake.
oh, okay. So you before you publish your research, you have to search the website if it's authentic or
Excellent.
no.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you so much for the strategy, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, next question, sir. How to check out plagiarism? Please share some tips and how to apply the concept systematically. We
How
have
to check,
free plagiarism. Hmm?
how to check plagiarism?
Yes.
What do you mean by plagiarism? Is it in your
Pla-
own paper before submission?
yes, sir. I think that that is his meaning. Before publishing the her or his research, how to check plagiarism.
How to check
Please
the
share
plagiarism
some tips and how to apply the concept systematically. Because we
and how to apply the concept systematically. Okay, there
mm,
are three ways. The first way, you need to go to Turnitin website. Turnitin website.
mm,
Turnitin.com or turnitin.com.uk. These two websites is
that
almost the same.
UK.
You need to go to that website, create account, but unfortunately, in order to get the class ID and password after you create your own account, it's free. You can create your own account for free. But to get the class ID in order to submit your paper or your research or your thesis for a plagiarism check, you need to have a class ID. This class ID,
Mm,
you can't get it for free unless you need to go to your library, your university library. Most of the university, they have access or they have subscription with Turnitin.
yes.
You can get the class ID from there. Then you can create your own class. After you get the class ID from the library, you can create your own class and start submitting whatever file you want to check plagiarism. This is the first way. The second way,
Mm,
which is free of charge, you can what we call, you can download the
mm.
Grammarly app.
Yes. Yes, Grammarly app. But
It
sometimes
gives
they're
it
not accurate.
Yes, it gives you some hint about the plagiarism,
Mm,
but it doesn't give you the exact percentage of
accurate.
plagiarism because it's a
Mm,
free. But if you
yes.
purchase the premium account, I think around maybe 20 or 15 USD per month. If you can purchase it just only for 1 month, if you cannot afford it for 1 year, just purchase it for 1 month, 15 USD.
Yes.
Purchase it and
Mm,
check all your files. It gives you the exact percentage of plagiarism, how many and where is the exact plagiarism, and how to correct it or paraphrase it.
mm. Okay, very clear, sir.
The
Very
third
clear
way,
explanation.
which is free of a charge, you can go to Google itself, search for a plagiarism online checker for free. Plagiarism
Mm,
online checker for free. You can find many websites that allows you, for example, to upload 1,000 or sometimes 10,000 words and check plagiarism for 10,000 words for free.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, what very clear, sir. Thank you so much. So when you want to check it free, you can search it in Google. Grammarly,
Yes.
plagiarism, Grammarly. So, but it will, if free, it will not give you the accurate percentage, right, sir?
Yes. Indeed. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. Yes. So I think we still maybe three more questions. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so much, sir. Okay, and then from Kenneth Samya, sir, is Scopus better than Google Scholar?
Can I just let me try to move my phone because my just give me a second, please. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure, sure.
Okay. I think now much better. Yeah. Okay. So you mean,
Yes.
I can see the question on the TV itself. Okay. Is the Scopus
Okay.
better than Scholar?
Mm.
Okay. Google better than Scopus. In terms of equality, Scopus 100 times better than Scopus 100
Mm.
times better than Google Scholar, because Scopus, it doesn't publish any paper, any submission. It doesn't publish it, doesn't accept it from the first stage. However,
Mm.
for Google Scholar, any paper you can publish it. Even sometime
Yes.
100% plagiarism, you can publish it. no one will stop you. So meaning that the genuine or the authenticity of the paper, the quality of the paper, the quality of the content, of the findings, of the methodology is totally different from Google Scholar to Scopus.
Yes. Okay, so now I think everything is clear. Okay, two more questions, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
My
Okay,
pleasure.
from Marisa. In publishing, does authenticity is at risk?
In publishing,
Yes.
what do you mean?
Maybe Marisa, I think you mean when you mm, I think when she wants to publish a paper, it's to some journal, it's that authentic. But I think you already answered that question, sir, because in publishing, does authenticity is at risk? Not what
Yes. In publishing, that
Marisa.
authenticity is at risk.
Yes, I.
Exactly. Yes, it is. It is. Authenticity is at high risk in publication because you are the person who need to determine whether you want to publish with real or genuine scopus or whether you want to publish with a predatory journal because you need fast track publication. If you need fast track publication, then you can publish it with paid fees and with a predatory journal. Of course, it's very low quality because they don't care about the quality. They just care about your money, not about the quality.
Exactly, sir. They just care about your money, not the quality of your paper.
Yep.
Okay, very clear, sir. Okay, last question. And sorry for those participants who we cannot able to read your questions because it's already 9:12 and then in the Philippines 10:12 and I don't know in what time is in Malaysia, sir.
Now it's 10 p.m.
Okay. So one more question, sir. From Lopez, how can you detect plagiarism in a new research? Are there ways to find out? Mhm.
To detect plagiarism in a new research? What does he mean?
Um, I think if new research, of
Okay,
course, if mm,
I understand in such way. Let me just
mm,
explain. I'm afraid if he mean the same way I understand it or different or different. Okay, the
yeah,
same.
yes, sir.
What I can understand from the question: how can you detect plagiarism in the new research? Meaning that this
Published.
author has published
Mm,
and who has published a paper, and we want to check his published paper. Is it
mm,
authentic? Is it plagiarism free or include plagiarism?
mm-hmm.
First of
Yes.
all, first of all, the issue of plagiarism after publication is the publisher itself responsibility, not my responsibility or not your responsibility. It's publisher responsibility. If the paper include plagiarism, the publisher himself he will get in trouble. If doesn't include the plagiarism, then we are in the safe side. But if sometime some publishers, even Scopus, sometime they publish some papers with low percentage of plagiarism, still acceptable. Still acceptable. It doesn't mean
Oh,
like they have 10 or 15% of plagiarism, it can't be published. Some paper, some journals, they publish with 10 or 15% of plagiarism, they can publish it. Some papers, some journals, for example, if your plagiarism higher than 30%, they will ask you to paraphrase it. Some other
15
journals,
or
they will
10.
reject it directly. They will directly reject.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
so they give you chance. For example, if more than 30%, they will ask you to paraphrase it. If less than
Yes.
30%, they will accept it. It's different
Yes.
from journal
Yes.
to journal.
Yes. It depends on their guidelines, sir. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes, I think everything is clear, sir. So, my dear participants, please Uh, Let us thank Dr. Mohammed for his remarkable presentation tonight. Sir, a million thanks to you. Thank you so much for sharing your expertise and knowledge in this webinar. Okay,
It's my
thank you
pleasure.
so
It's
much.
my pleasure.
Mm-mm. Okay, have a good night, Dr. Mohammed. Thank you. Mm.
Thank you so much. I just have one question. Just I want to ask: is this
Yes,
presentation has been or is available online on YouTube or
yes,
whatever? Whatever.
online, live on Facebook, sir.
So
This
meaning that can I access it, for example, next time? For example, tomorrow?
yes, yes, sir, you can. We will share
Oh,
you
very
the
good,
link,
very good.
sir. Yeah,
Yes,
now we
please,
have
please. Yeah.
more than 400 participants.
Wow, good, good,
Yes,
mashallah. Very
sir,
good.
we have more than 400 participants. Just imagine, sir.
Very good,
And
very good.
they want to say thank you so much for your wonderful presentation.
It's
Okay,
my
thank
pleasure to be
you.
with you.
Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you.
You
Thank
too,
you.
inshallah. Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Inshallah.
Goodbye.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Mm-mm. Okay. So, my dear participants, time for quiz. Okay, so now we more than 200, 253. Okay, first question. What is an example of a fixed mindset? A. I can get better at this through practice. B. I am terrible at art, so I won't draw. Okay, 72% answer A, while 28% answer B. So the correct answer is B. I am terrible at art, so okay. Next question. What is an example of growth mindset? A. I am horrible at math. I was born bad at math. I am not good at math yet. I'm never going to be good at math. Okay. 64% answer C. Okay, and congrats, you got the correct answer. C. I am not good at math yet. Next question. Mindset. Boys are better at math than girls. A. Fixed mindset. B. Growth mindset. Okay. Very good. The correct answer is fixed mindset, and 84% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, next question. Research shows that people who express gratitude, A, are happier, B, have happier self-esteem, C, have more friends, or D, all of the above. Okay, and the correct answer is, mm, excuse me. The correct answer is all of the above, and 84% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, number one, Lisa. Okay, next question. Which research method produces qualitative data? A. Case study. B. Correlational study. C. Observations. Or the unstructured interviews? 32% answer case study. Correlational study is the correct answer. And 54% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, next question. Based on brain research, students' performance increases when you A. Praise, praise intelligence, B. Have a fixed outcome, C. Praise effort, or they have some prior knowledge. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Praise effort. And 37 got the correct answer. Okay, so question number 7. Research into quality enrichment programs shows which of the following? A. Improves reading, verbal, writing, and tutoring skills. B. Improves schools attendance. C. Improves language fluency, IQ, and other cognitive processes. Or D. All of the above. Okay. 79% answer all of the above, but the correct answer is letter C, improves language fluency, IQ, and other cognitive processes. 11% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, true or false? Scientific research has proven that the more you do something, the better you become at doing it. Okay. Okay, 97% of the participants got the correct answer. Okay, next question. According to the author's research, those who have achieved extraordinary success have stated they achieved it alone. True or false? Okay, answer is false. Next, writers of fantasy often research real-life topics in order to make their stories believable. True or false? That is the last question for quiz competition. Okay, so our top three, Hector C. Barcal. Top two are Anthony Salvation. And top three, Evelyn Dadibes. Okay, congratulations to our first, second, and third winners for tonight's quiz. So please don't forget to write your complete name in the comment box. Okay, today's program name, Research and Mindset, certification link, Instruction, certificate code not required. Okay, so certification link now available in comment box and pin comments. Okay, if you are not able to click this link, please browse www.eduigp.com for your certificate to claim your certificate. And if you are new, create your account. If you have an account, then log in. After that, find the seminar title and get enrolled. After you enrolled, click the Get Your Certificate button and automatically it will download your certificate. It's auto downloadable, so check your file manager if nothing there, so please update your certificate by second and third quarter. And please don't forget to share or tag your friends or comment or mention your friend's name in the comment box. So this is the title of our webinar for tonight: Research and Mindset. Certificate code not required. So you can no need to write certificate or certificate code. So this is an example. You will see this certificate. So our next webinar on June 18, 2021, entitled Driving Equity and Quality in Education with Technology, with three speakers, competent speakers from India, and India. Mohammed Samir Nada, Dr. Sobik Ganguli, and Professor Dr. Shell Ismol. Okay, so I hope you will we will all see you in our next webinar, and I hope you enjoy our webinar tonight. Okay. And please, again, don't forget that if everything will be okay, the IGP will be going to set CPD in every certificate. Every certificate like quiz competition certificate, lifetime membership certificate, global professional certificate, and also international webinar certificate in the end of June. So I hope everything will be okay. Just keep in touch, and thank you so much for your active participation in our webinar. Thank you so much. Mm. This is the example of international webinar certificate of participation, as you can see in the screen. And this is the example of a lifetime membership certificate. Okay. This is for lifetime membership certificate. And this is the professional membership certificate. And okay, join our team. I hope we will all see you in every webinar that we are going to conduct here. Okay. Our next webinar. Okay, on June 2021, we have the webinar entitled Articles, Writing, and Publications with three speakers from Indonesia, India, and of course, from the Philippines. If you have any question, you can write it in our comment box. Just drop your comment there. You are welcome. Thank you so much, participants. Thank you so much. I hope you learn from tonight's webinar. You are all welcome. Thank you so much and see you next webinar. How to get the professional membership. Carmela B. Jane. Yes. So Ma'am Marisa Gumabong, I hope everything will be okay because IGP will going to set CPD. Okay. You're welcome, Janina Smarcado. Thank you so much for your active participation. Yes, Miss Eve Antisoda, please give your complete name. Okay, give your complete name so we can post your certificate. You are welcome, Sir Arsan. Yes, thank you so much, Sir Arok Barman. Thank you. And thank you to all participants for your untiring support. Thank you so much. Kevin Linatok, thank you so much, sir, for the for sharing the detailed steps on how to claim e-certificates. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Have a good night to all of you. Thank you and see you in next webinar. Okay. Please don't forget to get your certificate.